YouTube, this is Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. I'm going to show you how to change your outer tie rod end on a 2007 Ford Mustang. First thing I like to do is break this jamb nut loose, and you can do that by grabbing onto this rod with a small wrench, or in this case I'm just using a Crescent wrench, and then on the jamb nut here I'm using a 13/16. There's probably a metric size that works on that as well. It's a good idea to hit that with some PB blaster or something to loosen that up. Okay, now we can loosen this nut right here, and that's an 18mm. I'm going to use a breaker bar here because those do tend to be pretty tight. That one wasn't too bad. We can take that all the way off, or a lot of times I'll just leave it flush with the top in case we do need to tap the top of that bolt. But the best way I found to get these out is just to beat on this part right here with a Sledge, and that will break the taper loose, and then it should make this just come right out. On vehicles that do have anti-lock brakes, sometimes it's a good idea to take out the sensor first so that you don't damage that. At least I saw that on another YouTube video. I thought it was a good idea. But in this case we don't have ABS on this vehicle, so at least we don't have a wheel speed sensor, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay, now we can just hit right here with a hammer. Just make sure you don't hit this dust shield or back plate here. You'll bend it up just right there, enough to where you'll see that bolt drop. There, and then you see once it breaks loose, you can take off the nut the rest of the way, tap it down. Now we can take off the old tie rod end. We can just unthread that. Now sometimes these are pretty stuck as well, so I've hit that with a little bit of PB blaster, and I'm just going to prop this wrench right here again on that same shaft, so that when we turn it, we're not going to turn the whole steering shaft. And then on this one, I'm just going to use a small little pipe wrench here to grab onto that, just to break it loose. Let's see if I can here. Tighten that up a little bit more. Okay, so this one is stuck on there pretty good, even though the jamb nut's loose. It's not wanting to cooperate. So I've got this Crescent wrench on the main shaft right here on that flat spot, propped back in here, and then I went and grabbed a bigger pipe wrench. See if we can get a little bit more leverage to break that loose. Oh, there we go. No, that didn't quite get it. Okay, there we go. Oh, this one was really stubborn. Okay, there's one revolution. I'm going to count the number of turns to back this out, and hopefully this will get easier as we go. There's 2, there's 5, there's 6, 7, 8, 20, 21, and it came right off at 21. Alright, so we'll grab the new one. So you can see this one, not only is the boot torn, but the ball in there is completely loose. It's actually got a lot of play. So get that changed out here in a sec. Okay, so here's the new one. Again, compare with the old just to make sure everything is the same. It's the right type. And we'll take that nut off and we'll thread it back on. 21 turns. There it starts right there. There's 1, 2, 3, 20, 21. Alright. Now we can come over here and push that up inside the spindle and then put this nut back on. This is an 18mm wrench, and you can tighten that down. If this shaft starts to spin, we'll put a wrench on that to hold it still. We'll get that torque down to spec. Just double check your manual on that. I'll be looking that up and putting that in the description for you as well. Okay, and then we can just put that crescent wrench back on this shaft right here to hold it in place while we tighten down the jamb nut. And that's pretty much everything. Just remember to take it to the alignment shop when you're done. Even though we counted, it's a good idea to double check that and make sure that everything's squared away. But please subscribe to my channel. Hope you like the video. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck.